Welcome to our podcast, episode 19 on VRChat. I am once again joined with Skyslayer.
What's up?
So today we're talking about VRChat, a game both me and Skyslayer have played a lot. Me especially. I've played, I think, 2,500 hours now, which
Yeah, I
is
think I'm. Hmm,
crazy.
it's quite. I think I'm just pushing the 650.
VRChat is a
650
game
hours.
you can sink a lot of hours into.
I am going to try to buy a headset this year. I am adamant on it.
Yep. It will be good if you did have one.
Yeah.
But VRChat is not just like one game, it's sort of multiple games in one.
More like millions of games in one.
I don't think there's millions, but there's definitely thousands. Thousands of worlds. Depends on how many games you could consider, but
But there's Beat Saber.
there's definitely dozens of
Mm,
games in VR chat. Yeah, there's
horror,
Beat Saber, horror
horror
maps,
map, beach festivals.
lots
I
of
say beach.
yeah beach. There's lots of
Mm,
different things you can do in VR chat.
yeah,
So
there's movies, musics,
yeah,
and big ducks.
yeah, the duck world, duck pond.
Mm,
There's so many things.
yeah.
So what's one of your favorite worlds from VR chat?
I've quite a few.
Just list some of your favorites.
My homeworld, which is just like a little Japanese house.
Yeah, I forget what that
Def
world's called, but yeah, that's cool.
so movies and chill. The Black Cat,
Yeah.
drinking night.
The drinking community is definitely very high in VR chat.
Definitely.
And some people don't like the black cat because of like children, but just make a private instance. It's that easy.
Mm, yeah,
Like, you don't have to. So your complaining is kind of invalid. If you're complaining about, oh, I don't want kids in it, well, then don't be in a public instance. But you want to meet someone new, well, then you just gotta find one that doesn't have kids.
that's the hard part though. You don't know what kids and what lobbies.
Yeah.
And you should
Usually, a
have
good
like
way to tell is like if you see a lot of like quest people on Quest, that lobby's probably like a quest, like defaulting to quest lobby. So that
mm,
those sort of lobbies usually have kids. So that's definitely one way to tell. But other than that, there's no surefire way.
yeah.
Any other favorite words?
I'm just looking through my mental folder.
Because I'll,
Karaoke.
yeah,
There's a world of karaoke. Bowling.
yeah,
I've it's called a bowling. That's about it, really.
alright,
And ones that we frequent quite a lot.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna cover some of the big ones like murder, uh, pretty big one. Also, there's
Or Prison
been,
Escape.
yeah, prison escape is another big one. Um, Sometimes the occasional Among Us. Um,
I haven't really tried Among Us on VRChat yet. I've done it once and it was really bad.
that Among Us was like definitely how I met some of the people I know on VR chat. Like Kim. So yeah.
Oh my god. Man,
Well,
it was bizarre how I met up with everyone that we know. It was really funny.
how was it bizarre and funny?
Um, Before I met all of you guys, I met someone else
Yeah.
that I don't know what happened to them because I don't hear from them anymore.
Yeah, that
And
happens a lot on VR chat.
I saw that they're in a world with a whole lot of people. And this is going back to when we were making the movie too.
Yeah.
With or one of them, Jonathan's back or something.
Yeah, Jonathan's back. I still have a copy of it.
And
So,
I saw this person online, and I was like, oh, I'll just join for a bit because I saw them, I joined, and I just was quietly sitting in the corner. I don't know if you remember this, but I was just casually in the corner. I was like, what did I walk in? I had no idea what was happening at the time. And then I got roped into being in the movie as the main villain. And after that, I ended up becoming friends with almost everyone there,
yeah.
including you.
Yeah. Uh,
Just that one faint decided to join off someone who I knew
yeah.
ended up in a fucking hell of a show.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't made it like public because I do have it unlisted on my channel is because I'm not certain if that be okay, but I do have a copy of it.
Yeah, because the person that made it disappeared all of a sudden. It's poof, gone.
Yeah, Bunsey just like poof gone. Like,
Because that's who I joined off. I joined off on Bunzi. So I met Bunzi first, and then I met everyone else.
yeah, like,
The next thing I know, I'm just going to events with everyone.
yeah. But then eventually the holidays, like the summer break for like the
Yeah,
Americans stopped, and that was like, well, I'm alone now. And then at some point, you like, I don't know when it was exactly, but you like messaged me or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
yeah. No, I think I properly became friends with you, like a proper friendship. It was a group meetup. It was for someone's birthday, I think, in like this giant house, and everyone just started going separate ways. And me and you found ourselves in this giant movie theater room, and I was talking to you about a show called The Big Lee Show, and I ended up getting
Yeah, I remember
like
you showing me
after that
that.
I'm pretty sure after that's when I got your Discord information.
Yeah, yeah, that
And
would have been
but
when, yeah. So, yeah. So after that, you,
yeah,
like, messaged me and then we started to do stuff together.
yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
no, the Big Lee show is not a gay show. It's just it's a fan made show that was made by some Australians, and I found it hilarious growing up. It was
yeah,
a YouTube exclusive TV show that took over many years.
yeah. But, yeah. Um, Speaking of, like, YouTube, like, exclusive things, some of my favorite things that have been on YouTube are, like, sad fingers being more creepy sort of thing.
Mm,
Uh, like the original, like "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared," also another good one. Also that creepy sort of vein, and others as well. But back to VRChat. One of my
yeah,
all-time favorite maps, probably the best map in VRChat, and I mean this a lot, is the devouring. I love the devouring. It's a map that I really like. The only
did menu
problems,
ever end up completing that?
no, I don't think so because it glitched
We tried to record
out.
it. Was
It
We tried recording
glitched
it was like 3 or 4 times.
out.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to talk about. The one problem with it is that kind of aged a bit poorly. Like it is a bit more buggy. I mean, things still work well, but these days, like I don't really return to it much, and I don't know if I would actually be able to complete it on my own. Maybe I can, but like definitely with two or more people, it's hard to beat. I think
yeah,
because of the issues with the map, because it is like one of the older VR chat maps. So I hope one day it does get like a proper like update and maybe like a rebuild of it, like a remastered devouring. Like
yeah,
if there was a remastered devouring, that would definitely be number one of all time, no doubt. But the the devouring itself, even though it is buggy, it's still my like favorite, and it definitely holds a special place in my heart since that's where Rogers began and Jimmy was created and eventually led on to Michael. So, you know,
mm.
it's very important. My second favorite map's probably gotta be Noir. It's just absolutely great. And
I wonder when they'll finish the next installation of it.
yeah, it's probably going to be out in like October or something to coincide with like Halloween.
Yeah,
So yeah, it that's probably when Noir will finally be finished. The next one, what was it called again? I think Remembrance. Yeah, Noir Remembrance, because the original one was just Noir Core of the Void. Then the second one was Noir Nocturne. And the newest one that's only a demo so far is noir remembrance that had the Doctor Who reference, the Weeping Angel. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
uh, uh,
Mm.
that was fun.
This popsicle's broken. Not popsicle, lollipop.
Popsicle. But
Yeah, this pop broken.
um, what are some other good maps? There's definitely been some good maps. Another favorite of mine is definitely Fever Dream. It's very cursed, but I also love it. Like it's cursed, but it's the right amount of cursed. And there's others that are
Uh,
in like a similar vein, like uh I forget what they're called, but there's others similar to it. One that's similar is 6G Tower, which I don't know if we've played it together on that one or not, but
mm,
uh it's another cursed one. Um uh like another one of my favorite worlds is um like this rain world, but it's like actual like it's like almost realistic, the rain, like it feels like real life rain, and it's pretty cool.
uh,
I like it. Sounds like rain actually, like the effects are well done. It's
I used to have a rain rod too, but I kind of lost it.
yeah. Wait, didn't you show me it? The rain world? Uh, or was it
Is
someone
it the
else?
one when in the car?
Yeah, it was the
Because I
car
had one that was
one.
in a car. Oh yes, that would have been me then. I can't re-find it. I've been looking for that rod for ages. We spawned
Maybe
inside the car.
I hope it hasn't been deleted because that means it's probably no longer part of my favorites. Because that world was cool. But
Mm. So, yeah, I used to have it set to home, but then I found the one I like now. But I always wanted to go back to that one world. It's just so relaxing.
yeah. Um
Just the splishy splashy on the car sound thing.
yeah. Another interesting was like No Time to Talk. I find that one quite
Oh,
interesting. I didn't know
I've come
about.
across some creeps on that.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah, some creepers.
Damn. But I guess that what happens in like public worlds. You can meet anyone from like annoying kids to absolute creeps to who knows who you'll meet.
You might meet a ghost.
I don't think so.
No, I'm. This may be a little bit off topic, but it's still similar to like VR stuff. I've seen like animes where the protagonist dies in a VR headset and are hospitalized, and their spirit and mental state gets sucked into the internet as they die and end up being resurrected in another, not another world, but the world that they were watching as they died in real life, and they end up going in there as like an actual person. So I guess kind of if you believe in isekai, fucking way isekai math logic works. Apparently, if you die in VR, it's possible your ghost soul could end up in the data time vortex of the internet webs.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, one of the VR chat worlds are good. There's just so many of them. Like, I have my favorites maxed out, like 400 of 400. Like, there's just
I have a couple of just like. Have you heard the game Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter sounds familiar. Um,
I say Monster Hunter Worlds. I have a couple of giant Monster Hunter World avatar homes saved to my favorites.
hmm, yeah, that's another thing. Avatar worlds, and some have some pretty funny random avatars. I definitely have
Definitely.
a few worlds like that that just have random avatars that are funny and or just useful avatars or whatever. Um,
Like Harambe in a wheelchair.
yeah,
I've seen that one in a couple of worlds more times than I'd like to admit.
yeah,
Harambe in one of those what's it called? Those like automatic wheelchair things.
yeah. Two worlds now that I've thought of them that I've got to mention two worlds. One world that you see this world right that we're in right now in Gmod.
Yeah.
Well, there's a very like similar map. It's not like the same, but there's a similar map in VR chats that looks similar. Like it's got uh like a similar city background thing like behind us and like set up to this. So when I
Uh,
found this in Gmail, I'm like, this is just like what was used for the original Our podcast. Like the when it was the like Al Rogers podcast, or just as I called it, the
uh,
Rogers podcast. But yeah. And the second word is the detective agency that was used for the detective agency for Rogers. And yeah, the detective agency was definitely cool place. And yeah, um,
yeah.
definitely one of my favorite worlds. Um, on some other good worlds, there's definitely been cursed worlds, like a
Yeah, there's been a
FNAF
heap.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I know you've seen that one. We were both there. It was so crowded with everyone there.
Yeah, it was goddamn intoxicated. Not intoxicated, but how many people in that room was just so intoxicating? It was like this everyone screaming over everyone.
Yep. We were lucky to escape that bathroom.
Yeah.
The bathroom almost claimed us.
It almost claimed our very soul.
Speaking of rooms, back rooms, there's plenty of back rooms, VR chat maps.
Yeah, I've played probably one back room. But wasn't it interesting for me because everyone just kept ditching me that I was playing with? So I didn't really get to like experience them properly. So I have a real bad like past of back rooms.
Yeah, and the
Always,
problem with the
always get
back rooms is like it's so confusing sometimes.
exactly.
Like sometimes you don't know where to go at all. And sometimes there really is no direction to go, but there's usually more than just the yellow carpets of level zeros. So, because there are other levels which to some people, all they think the back rooms are is just those yellow rooms, but there's more to the back rooms. There's lots of different levels, each one with its own thing to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, the back rooms have expanded beyond and are constantly changing at the moment. And I'm sort of sad that some levels just keep getting removed. Like they keep removing some of the OG like levels, like the Crimson Forest, which seemed cool, and like they even removed like level 188, which was like the uh liminal hotel sort of place, which has like figures and stuff in it. So yeah,
Uh,
I think the fandom has no
died.
direction
Uh,
with what they're doing with the back rooms. But I
Isn't the
don't
backrooms? Wasn't it originally an SCP or something? The backrooms?
know. But
I thought it was.
people can consider a SCP, but it's not an SCP. It's not a part of SCP because it's sort of its own thing. But with my lore, I consider SCP and a pub. It's sort of become a part of like Michael's world, the combined world of Michael. But no, it's not an SCP. Same as like something like Siren Head from Trevor Henderson, because Siren Head's a part of like Trevor Henderson's characters, even though his characters could be considered SCPs, they're not actually SCPs or part of the SCP like thing. So
No, it's just that I always thought that it was part of the SCP thing because it's kind of like something that would happen with SCPs, like it's an unknown room with the
yeah,
goob, isn't it?
yeah, but it's
By
an
goobers, I mean like unidentified things.
yeah, but it's not a part of SCP. Speaking of like SCP, there's SCP worlds in VRChat.
There it is.
Yes, there's SCP worlds in VRChat. You've been to one. You've been to Site 42.
Oh!
Um,
My brain is slow.
you can't even realize because Richard works for the Foundation. Like,
Richard worked for the foundation and he forgot about 542. Oh my god. Man, I'm stupid.
boy. But yeah, there's SCP worlds. Just we haven't been to a lot of them. we should do some at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe I can do like one of them, like when we do like Detective Jack or Blue.
Yeah.
I think for Blue, Jack, who I'll do first, I'll probably do something else. I think Blue will be better for an SCP because he's more familiar with anomalies and stuff and knew about the O5 Council before, like, Michael murdered them, the old O5 Council.
Damn, that's dark. That's dark.
Well, they
Just kill
were,
us all.
well, they were corrupt, and yeah. But Michael did used to be kind of a psycho, like threatening Boop Boop, who is basically
Psycho killer.
basically a child. So yeah. Uh,
Breaking news: Psycho killer released. Be on the watch out for Michael. He
that's
is heavily armed and classified dangerous. Do not approach.
that's the sort of thing the Foundation would have done, like while Michael's on the run. I should do that because I have these like episodes, like a piece of the past, which is sort of like a series that I do every now and then to like fill in gaps that I never really filled in. I should do a gap, like fill in like the gap where Michael was on the run from the Foundation during that time where he had just freed like Rogers and Stewart. Luckily, they were able to get back to their job, and for some reason, they were more focused on Michael because the thing is, like, the Foundation knew Michael was anomalous before even Michael was aware of it. So,
Uh,
yeah, they realized something was special about Michael, and they did not want Michael like out and about and being free. So yeah, I definitely should do that. I'm gonna write that down now for later. Michael on the run. So yeah, but
Psycho killer on the run. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm just gonna short it down to like run, 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 run. Or my favorite songs is um um I told you I was a psycho, 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 because baby I'm a psycho, because really
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
a
think.
psycho, psycho,
Psycho.
psycho, violent
I
schizophrenia.
heard. I've heard that song maybe once.
Yeah, it's from Poets of the Fall. Um, it's called The Happy Song, which is ironic. I'll send you like a link. Let me find it. But yeah, the name's kind of like ironic. Like,
Psycho killer. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Gotta run, run, run away.
Echoes, this 100.
perhaps at Coles you can get whatever. There it is. Yeah, but it's by Poets of the Fall. The reason I know about it is because of Alan Wake, which is another game that I need to cover at some point.
That's the guy off the Magical Flask, eh?
Pun?
That's the guy off the Magical Flask, eh? Or
What?
something about. I heard many months, not months ago. I heard a couple ago that there was a flask in a game which was like tied to Alan Wake,
Uh,
like a thermos cup, like a um.
there's
Called.
thermoses that you can collect in the game, but there's no magic flasks. There's the
I think
clicker, which is magical.
what was the game that I saw it in? I think it was there was a game referencing like a certain flask that came from Alan Wake's dimension. Um, was it Control?
Control is also
The
made
game?
by Remedy, so
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was in Control. They were talking about a flask that came from like the Alan Wake game, or some flask. They referenced the flask in the Control game.
because in Control there's like an
Or
Alan
was it the
Wake
typewriter?
typewriter. It would have been typewriter because
I
that's
knew it was something because it was either a flask or a typewriter. It was something along those lines, but I couldn't exactly remember which one it was.
it's
It was something.
typewriter because Alan
Ah,
writes on the typewriter and it rewrites reality. And I realize like the dark presence in that game is very similar to the Living Darkness, which was like my own sort of creation from like the VRChat maps such as Devouring Noir and other maps that have had that sort of darkness in it. But yeah. But yeah, I sent the song to General, the happy
uh,
song. it's it's kind of ironic in the name, but I do like that song a lot. But yeah, it's a typewriter. He rewrites reality. Yeah. Um,
ah,
uh, back to VR chat. I've also uploaded a few worlds to VR chat.
yeah,
Two at the moment, possibly a third soon. Because it'll make it easier for a project I'm doing because I need a fly through technical like a camera going through the scene. So if I could like import my world into like VR chat since it's Unity, I'm doing on Unity and you know VR chat's Unity, but if I can get it into VR chat, then it would be an easy way to avoid
yeah,
programming like a camera to fly through the scene. So instead, I just walk through the scene with like my VR chat like character and easy peasy. I have me going around the scene and means that I have a third world in VR chat. So by the time this video comes out, it may already be in VR chat. So look for spooky like overrun
Man, I'm gonna suck.
office. Like, I'm probably gonna call it like overrun office or something like
Alright.
that. And I'll probably show you it when I upload it. But yeah, I think that's enough for now. So thank
This
you for
this song's kind of
watching.
bussin'.
Bussing.
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean?
just totally used. That's a good song. That's good. It's bussin'.
Oh, the song, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do enjoy it. But anyway, I think that's enough for this episode of the podcast. So thank you all for watching. And
And
yeah,
live long and
yeah.
prosper.
Peace.
Peace.